So, hello guys, it's me, Mario. Wow. You might have noticed sometime in like March, I guess, my channel, Instagram, and LEGO Ideas stuff all vanished. And if you've seen my community post, which I made sometime in June, why that happened was it was just a bunch of like personal stuff that really drained me. And amongst the chaos, that's when basically the stuff happened where they all disappeared. I'm like, oh, this would be a good idea. I will admit that was really dramatic. That was really stupid of me, especially the LEGO Ideas one. But I would like to sometime in like, I don't know when exactly, but sometime in the future, I would like to stream trying to rework BFDI submission for LEGO Ideas. But while I was gone, there was a bunch of BFDI stuff that happened. There is so much. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna speedrun them, because if I didn't speedrun them, this video would probably be like almost 3 hours since there's so much stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. In my last video, we talked about Carrie teasing a new X plush, and lo and behold, it did eventually release, and it is basically like the other plushes, like 2 in new form, and I am very happy with how it looks. As well as that, BFDIE won, and we got the winner of the season being Fern. Personally, I think all of the finalists were really good. I didn't really care which one won, all of them were really good in my opinion. If I had to choose, I think Sidewalky should have won, because his concept is so goofy to me, just sidewalk slab. As well as BFDIE ending, we also got a Sidewalky and sticker plush. Not really much to note about them, but they are decent and I like them. And with ending the BFDIE saga, we got an April Fool's teaser that was just BFDIE 11, and nothing actually happened. It was just kind of a thumbnail mock-up, and I'll be honest with you, I was genuinely fooled. So I guess good job, J&J. Speaking of Jack and Jellyfy, they were actually hiring for prop and background designers. You know, when Jack and Jellyfy is hiring people, they are going to start cooking, and I'm very excited to see what they start working on. Speaking of cooking, because all that cooking paid off, because BFDI, and I guess Teapot to some extension, all actually got 3 Webby nominations, being Social Media, Family and Kids, Social Best Use of Video, and Social Weird. I guess that makes sense. BFDI is an interesting concept if you described it to like a medieval guard or something. Randomly one day, Jack and Jellyfy posted a random picture of Teapot 2, specifically the elimination scene with Pie, with the caption that just said #Teapot. I was also confused and like, J&G, what are you planning? I am scared. I honestly assumed this was nothing, but it was something. Because literally, I think a couple days later, if not the same day, Jack and Jellyfy dropped arguably another really monumental thing, being that Teapot 24, 23, and 25. I said that out of order, but I don't feel like editing it. We're going to be a part of one long challenge called Defeat 1. The challenge Defeat 1 in these 3 episodes will be releasing throughout summer 2026. So this section I'm re-recording because Teapot 23 already premiered on YouTube, and 24 is in theaters, but I have not seen 24, so we're gonna just pretend that doesn't matter. How is this thing gonna work narratively? Like, the challenge is Defeat 1, which we can probably presume that they're gonna end up defeating 1, or weakening her to an extent. How is this gonna work? Is 3 gonna become a big bad, or are they gonna introduce a new character? Or is Y gonna show up, which... Actually, scratch that about Y. Y was just probably a joke that the social media manager of J&J posted. But with the 3-parter announcement, Jack and Jellyfy posted that same day that, don't worry, Teapot 22 is coming out the same day. It's another non-competition episode that focuses on the eliminating contestants. An online article website called The TV Guide made an article actually talking about BFDI. Why do I say it like that? They made an article talking about BFDI. They made a news article talking about BFDI. Basically going over the rise of object shows in BFDI, the tour screenings, and a lot of other stuff. I do think you should read the article. It's very cool. I don't know how I don't know how I feel about being called rabid, but I'm gonna slow down for a second and actually talk about something from the article that really stood out to me, and that authenticity has fostered a community of fans who are accepting of others, helping many fans who are gender fluid, neurodivergent, or feel like outsiders find a supportive group with common interests. At these gatherings, bracelets are swapped with strangers, compliments are handed out between people who have never met before. Honestly, this kind of highlights to me that we can bicker all day that the tours are bad because they leak episodes or fans ask weird questions. That is a thing. I'm not saying that isn't going to happen with any more. But honestly, I think the fact that they also help people very much with trying to make new friends is honestly heartwarming, and I think we should actually highlight this more. Anyways, besides that, Jarvis put the Doors battle mode back on screen. BFDI 25 also got announced being a theater premiere, and unlike the other ones where I actually was like, oh, we don't want more, I actually agree with this one. It's kind of where it's the grand finale, we need to get we can get this in theaters. I actually agree with this one. It's kind of like how the Amazing Digital Circus got their finale in theaters as well. Speaking of screenings, the 2026 tour was announced, and this is kind of a monumental thing. We got 3 new locations, but one of them is actually more important than the other one, being Atlanta, Georgia, Las Vegas, and London, UK. I know a major thing that's kind of been a common occurrence that everyone wants is international tours, so the fact that J&J is listening and giving the tours international, as well as screenings, which we will get to in a second, is very, very cool. As well as in the video, we also got 2 new plushes, being 3 with her eye patch and Poppy. I really like how the Poppy plush is designed, since it has those like kernel little sections of their body on it, as well as the hair. Came out really good too. But 3 is kind of interesting in the sense she's the only algebra alien who has a different facial expression that isn't smiling, which I kind of don't like. Okay, I don't have a problem with the 3's face, but I kind of wish they gave like 1 or 2 or the other ones different faces that isn't just blank smile into the abyss. But as I was just saying, with international tours, the BFDI 25 screening also got international locations, being Alberta, Canada, and London, UK. And I don't know what to say that I already didn't say in the last section, but again, it's kind of monumental. We also got a BFDIE 25 song, like the PFB recap that we got all those years ago, and it's okay. I personally didn't care for it, but I can understand why people like it. BFDIE 25 premieres, ending a show that's been running for nearly 15 years. I could be wrong about that one, but for a long time. Book 1, and this is another situation like the BFDIE where I think all the finalists were good. I honestly think that all the way back to like the final 6, I actually think those were really good finalists. I'm honestly happy with who won. I would have been happy with each one regardless. As well as BFDIA coming to the end, we got a new plush, being the Needle plush, and she's bendy. I think that works for structural integrity, but I think that's a little bit of a weird choice. As well as that, BFDI won a Webby Award, which it's only Teapot 20, but still is kind of a huge moment. I know I keep saying that, but the last couple months have been genuinely impactful for the series. For the release of Kane Pixel's Backrooms movie, which is kind of a very off-topic subject matter change. Peak movie, by the way. Gaty is in the Backrooms, as well as Barf Bag and Basketball. Because, I mean, I guess it makes sense, these are the ones who got disappeared by 1, so it makes sense, but it's really funny just to think that this is the canonical reason they're just in the Backrooms. We also got the Fern plush, and it just looks really weird, and I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm looking at the images of the plush and then Fern's asset in BFDIE, and the plush is taller, and I guess the face is taller too. It's weird, but it's a little, I don't know, I think this one's okay. Jack and Jellyfy was both at VidCon and San Diego Comic Con. VidCon, they had a whole booth, they were selling a green marker plush, new merch. testing out a new product, which we will get back to in a minute. And at San Diego Comic-Con, they had their own panel, which is honestly really cool that they have their own panel at one of the largest conventions in the world. I also think it's like kind of proves how big BFDI is. They were also giving signed photos away of the picture of 2 from Teapot 19. This isn't really important, but I think it's really cool. A while ago, Jack and Jelfie made a post that's like, oh, what could it be? Bonus points? A dead body? Find out today at Jack and Jelfie's VidCon booth, with a picture of something underneath, like a blanket or a tarp or something. Eventually, it was revealed to be the new Lie plush. They never told us anything. They never showed it off on like the post. We only have pictures from people who were there at the event that day. But I really like the plush from the picture we do have. I really like how her facial expression came out, and also like how they got the like light switch part of her body too. Another thing that's also kind of weird is that they showed off a teaser of Teapot 24 before Teapot 23 came out. Interesting move, but I guess that was just to push more hype for the tickets and tours. Teapot 23 came out and wasn't the most critically acclaimed. Like, there's a lot of reasons people didn't really like it, such as one got nerfed to the ground, it had horrible pacing, the elimination was one of the worst in the entire series. There's probably more. There's a lot of valid criticisms for this episode. I'm not going to go too in depth because there's so many, but I implore you to go watch some videos talking about Teapot 23, this and that. As for my opinion, I really enjoyed the episode. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth on my thoughts on the episodes. We'd be here for a little long while. Go watch my review on that. Along with Teapot 23, they also released the price tag plush. Honestly, it's pretty good. I don't really know what to say. It's cool. I like the analog facial expression. Nothing else to say. I enjoyed the plush. BFDIE 5B, the full game, was announced San Diego Comic-Con. We don't know a lot of information right now, but the few information we do have is that there will be a level editor, fully voice-acted cutscenes, new visuals, and they're trying to get the game on console, but the two things we know for a fact that they will release on is mobile and PC. There's also going to be a new name for the game, so it's not going to be BFDIA 5B. I wouldn't be surprised if it is like 5B the rest of the game or something, if that's the name. But we really don't know too much. We're just going to get more information in October. I'm really excited. I've never played 5B, or any fan game that has attempted to recreate 5B, such as like BFDI branches. So this is going to be something entirely new for me, and I'm excited. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get like new merch for like the Lego brick or the waffle guy, Toon Beat. And finally, the last piece of news, and we're gonna go full circle with this one because Carrie showed off a yellow-faced beanbag chair while using the Horror Skunk song "Hey, It's Me, Verity," based on the YouTube horror series by That Mom. I know nothing about Verity. I'm not too sure whether or not this is an actual product that will be able to be purchasable, or if this is just something they got custom made, but regardless, it's still really cool. And while I was editing this video, Teapot 24 released, and Teapot 25 is set to release August 30th. And we're done. The whole couple months I haven't been making news videos. So much has happened. I have a couple summarized things. 10 plushies, 3 episodes, international locations got announced, a board game, 5B came back, and a yellow-faced beanbag, which is genuinely really cool that all that happened. Keep in mind, this was like 4 or 5 months. Even if it wasn't like necessarily that, at most it was like 6 months of stuff. All of this came out in 6 months. Holy. Yeah, remind me never to do this again. So, I have some news for the channel. First off, you're probably wondering, why did I decide to make this? Well, it's mostly because I really didn't want to have a weird gap in my channel upload history where we go from the 15-year anniversary screening thing for BFDI and then the BFDI in 2026 tour incident. But other than that, there are also some other stuff we need to talk about for the channel. All my past streams will be temporarily taken down just so I can take ads out of them. I didn't have YouTube Premium, and I still streamed like Teapot, like 20, and some of the other episodes, I don't know what I streamed, so I'm gonna have to take the ads out of that. But general idea, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Another thing that's also kind of major, I will be majorly stepping back from making news videos. This is not like I'm gonna completely stop making news videos forever and ever. No, I'm just gonna stop making as many because they don't have the same like staying power as something like, you know, any gaming video. Speaking of gaming, this channel will have another subject for me to talk about. So it's not only going to be BFDI, it's going to be another game. It's a pretty small Roblox game. I'm pretty sure you've never heard about it. It's called Doors. Yeah. What do you think I was talking? Do you think I was talking about Steal a Brain Rot? No. It's not going to be too many major things. It's mostly just going to be like a couple videos based on the archives and any other thing I can think of. So, yeah, that's basically... yeah. And on top of this, we will have a new channel, basically my second channel, where I'm going to be doing animation stuff. Well, I don't know how to animate too much. The only animation I have publicly available, and animation I really have that's fully completed, is this other one from the BFDI Flip Clip thing. And I really enjoyed that, so I want to do more of it. So yeah, all my test animations are going to go on the second channel, as maybe me doing some other things like learning music, who knows. It's just going to be stuff like that. Here's your reminder to start breathing manually.